Today brought to you by Bud Light. Logan Storley, 1 year older than Shamil Musaev. Musaev is 1 inch taller. Both men weighed in at the welterweight limit of 171 pounds. Same reach on the arms, 1 inch advantage on the legs for Musaev. Points at a spot in the welterweight standings will be contested here. Storley chasing early, Musaev on the retreat. Randy, you mentioned Storley's incredible wrestling credentials. Shamil Musaev, no wrestling slouch.
Yeah,
a couple of medals at the Russian National Championships.
And an under-23 World Championship. That's an age group championship. Didn't say what style that was, whether it was Greco or freestyle, but that's the 2 Olympic styles. So absolutely correct, Sean. No slouch to wrestling.
Loves to throw spinning attacks, and Storley's going to try and crowd those.
And so the Wushu Sanda background of Musaev is really where a lot of his explosive striking attacks come from. But Wushu Sanda does have takedowns as well.
Look at Storley's corner. He does train down at Kill Cliff. Rob Lawler, who we saw earlier tonight, is back.
Pull him off the cage. Yep.
Storley from a small town in South Dakota. Same small town as Brock Lesnar. Both of them, of course, greats at the University of Minnesota. Separated by about 16 years.
Yeah,
so there's just
like that.
There's something in the water in Webster, South Dakota. Bottle that and sell it.
That was a good statement early there from Musaev, being able to defend that takedown. Good counter striking on the back foot as well.
Bush kick there to try and keep Storley off him.
That was a good short left hook from Storley. It's like he's distracted Musaev now. He's almost entirely focused on defending the takedown, and now punches might slip through. There we go again.
Right hand, left hook from Storley. And a knee. Good jab from Musaev.
Interesting as well in the fighter interviews how a lot of the other fighters in this bracket felt like Storley might be the other side of the championship bout if they reach it there. Always interesting to see what everybody else in the bracket thinks as the championship's going to look like.
Of course, at the beginning of the season, every fighter thinks they will be in the championship, so I asked them, who do you think you would have to face in the championship? Most of the welterweights said Logan Storley was the guy, so maybe the one to watch in this welterweight division. He has the respect of all of his potential opponents. And he certainly has the respect in the striking now from Musaev. But good speed from the Russian here. Ian Parker, how did we play this fight as our betting expert?
Thank you, Sean. We actually had Logan Storley. He's the third leg of our parlay. We hit with Fat G, we hit with Ramazanov, and now we got Storley here. I even liked him at -210. The line right now is sitting at -195. The striking's looking good. You're going to be used to set up his wrestling. If we get past this one, lockdown will be the final leg. We got to hit the third one first right here with Storley.
Storley showed a little level change and came up top with the left hand. Lightning fast jab here from Musaev. That's been his most successful strike.
And I think that's the key for Storley. He's got to keep wrestling on the table. He can't just turn this into a striking match. He's got to threaten those takedowns, use those head fakes and level changes to keep Musaev off balance. Ooh, big spinning kick.
Dug that right into the midsection of Logan Storley, who lost his balance there. Now,
nice flying knee.
In the right hands, Musaev smelling some blood, he thinks.
And this would be a huge statement to the rest of the bracket, especially given the fact that it's Logan Storley that everyone thought would be in that championship bout.
I think he's still hurt to the body as Storley.
Oh, nice.
Angle uppercut, lancing left there from Musaev. Jab to the body now.
Yeah, Storley is discombobulated still.
Right hand landed there for Storley, though. And now Musaev looked a little wobbly for a moment.
That was sharp.
Right as Storley came onto it.
Oh boy, big shots.
Nasty combination here from Musaev. Some blood over the right eye of Storley. Another right hand and a left hook.
What is keeping Storley
Shamil
standing?
Musaev with the knee in these final 10 seconds. A left hook again, and another, and a right hand to
Storley's legs are gone.
Wow, saved by the bell. Logan Storley is going to have to dig deep here. He was given that 1 minute break. We'll see how this round starts. Shamil Musaev in the green, Logan Storley in the black.
Storley with the pressure now. Now he really needs to close distance, and he doesn't want to be walking on.
Oh, he walked onto a right hand!
Wow.
Storley is in trouble again!
Musaev almost a full mount there, but Storley trying to scramble.
Oh, it's
he did
over! Shamil Musaev face plants Logan Storley!
Wow!
Holy moly.
He is a scary dude.
Wow.
What a win for Shamil Musaev!
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Rob Madrigal calls a halt to the action at 27 seconds of round number 2. Declaring your winner via knockout, Shamil Musaev!
Tail of the tape. Murad Ramazanov, 28 years of age. Shamil Musaev is 30. Ramazanov 1 inch taller. Musaev 1 pound heavier. Longer arms for Ramazanov. Longer legs for Musaev. Ramazanov is in the black. Musaev is in the green.
Let's go.
2 undefeated fighters squaring off with a touch of the gloves. Low kick first from Ramazanov. Randy, for me, the big question is whose wrestling is better here, because both of these guys obviously have leaned on that in the past in their careers. It's a great way to impose your will, especially when you just need a victory, don't need a finish to get in.
There's a nice low shot by Ramazanov. In deep, trying to change off to the double. Shamil using that hand control. The whizzer on one side, controlling the wrist on the other side.
Right now we see Ramazanov trying to pressure to the cage against Shamil, trying to keep him there close so he can either resort to the underhook to try to get a foot sweep or go back to the single leg takedown.
Don Madge is looking on. He's still in a good playoff spot despite the loss earlier tonight. The only thing that can keep him out is a draw in this fight. If these guys fight one another to a draw, then Madge still has to sweat it out. A decisive victory for either man, and Madge will be clinched and potentially fighting one of them, likely the winner in the future. Ramazanov chasing this takedown. So far, Musaev able to negate the attacks.
Nice spiral as he spun off the cage. When you have two guys that are very high-level wrestlers, you see them hesitant to try techniques that they would normally try against non-wrestlers for the fear that it won't work due to the high level of defense.
At the end of the day, it might boil down to who's got the better striking in the other parts of their MMA game.
Sometimes the wrestler neutralizes.
We saw Shamil Musaev neutralize the wrestling of a 4-time Division I All-American in Logan Storley, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him do the same thing to Ramazanov. But right now, Ramazanov is being more aggressive with the striking as well as they attack one another's calves.
That was a solid shin contact on that last one.
And they both check kicks with shins and close to getting that kneecap.
Ramazanov trying to walk Musaev back into the cage where he can set up a takedown. Snatch single again. Another interesting theme that seems to develop when we speak to the camps in these fighter meetings is these Russian guys, they don't want to fight one another all the time. They don't like the idea that they have to go Russian versus Russian in the regular season. In the playoffs, where it's an elimination situation, they don't seem to mind, but I wonder if that's in the mind of either of these guys.
When it comes down to $1 million, you got to be ready to fight your dad, your cousin, your neighbor, or the person that bags your groceries.
Nice little combination by Musaev on the break.
And we said that he needs to be ready to punch off the clinch, because you know Murad is going to go for that takedown and pressure it.
Musaev seems a little tentative to let his hands go, because every time he tries to, Ramazanov's in on a double, and he's got to defend that.
Good work with the footwork here, and a slapping right hand on the exit.
I'm going to start charging these guys for these keys.
Spinning attack misses for Shamil Musaev.
.30 seconds left in the first, and you see both guys staring eye to eye at each other.
Musaev finally letting a couple punches go from the open position.
They're both hesitant to make any mistakes, as it only takes one to put you in a bad situation.
Final 10 seconds of round number one. Spinning back kick twice in a row there for Shamil Musaev. Second frame next.
Cut man, give me a towel.
Big John, referee calling for a towel. I think Murad Ramazanov was motioning that there might have been some tomfoolery with the grease.
Chest.
He wants him wiped off.
I don't know if it's
Still
grease, but
very
it's water, and you can't add extra water onto the body because it can become slippery. It makes the takedowns a little bit more difficult. So
How'd you score round
looking
one?
at this last round, very close round. Mostly the pressure of Ramazanov trying to get the takedowns, but I'm going to give it to Musaev as far as he landed the cleaner strikes, and he defended against every bit of the wrestling.
Thank you, Big John.
Nice inside leg check by Murad.
Now
We're off
takedown
balance on the
attempt.
canvas there, you see. With a sliding around.
Nice counter by Shamil. Kicked out of that single. Ramazanov definitely turning up the pressure. In on another single. There's the takedown.
Right here's what we've been talking about the entire time. Hooking his leg right here, as you see, to try to stop the opponent from getting up. Shamil was not having that at all. He said, let me get away right quick.
Live odds slightly in the favor of Shamil Musaev right now. Ian Parker, remind me, as our betting expert, how you play this fight.
We took Musaev as the underdog. I felt that if he could stop the takedowns, he has such an advantage in the striking, and Ramazanov is not offering anything on the feet, and I know you guys have been saying that. He's not letting his hands go at all. He's super tentative, and Musaev is doing a great job stopping these takedowns. The odds at originally were plus 150. Now he's minus 120. Still a good number if you want to take Musaev. I think he gets the win here as long as he keeps the fight on the feet.
Thank you to the Duck. Pick 'em in the live odds at the moment. They will develop throughout the fight.
It's hard to tell if the...
Oh, my goodness! Ramazanov. Now the right hand coming down, an uppercut.
That's it, that's it. That's it.
Shamil Musaev makes a statement, remains undefeated.
Wow.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, referee Kevin McDonald calls a halt to this bout at 1 minute and 51 seconds of round number 2. Declaring your winner via knockout and clinching their place in the playoffs, Murad Shamil Musaev.
He started to slip the wrong name. Had to correct himself.
Tail of the tape brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook for this semifinal. Shamil Musaev, 30 years of age. Murad Ramazanov is 28. Ramazanov is an inch taller, weighed in a pound heavier, has a 2-inch reach advantage on the arms. The longer legs belong to Shamil Musaev. Mario Yamasaki equipped with our PFL ref cam. Ramazanov in the green trunks, Musaev in the black. Jake Paul watching on with great interest cage side. Sean O'Connell, Randy Couture, Dan Hardy on the broadcast tonight.
Are you ready?
Our judging and rules expert, Big John McCarthy, will join us between rounds as well. We'll hear from our betting expert, Ian Parker, throughout the night. A rematch from only 8 weeks ago. That one, it was Musaev victorious via knockout.
This is what we need to see from Ramazanov. We need to see forward aggression. We need to see him trying to hold the center and trying to force a wrestling exchange. And of course, Musaev has got a great wrestling game as well, but his striking won their last fight. So I would try and take him away from that game as quickly as I could.
Inside leg kick from Musaev to open the action. A lot of respect between these two fighters. Musaev acknowledged how dangerous Ramazanov is even after the result last time out.
We might see that uppercut from Musaev here, trying to meet the level change of Ramazanov. It might be what he's looking for as he skirts the edge of the smart cage. He's looking for a counter here. There's the long left hook that got the job done last time.
Ramazanov looks like he's had a great camp. He looks a lot leaner than I remember him 8 weeks ago.
Nothing like a knockout loss that'll get your motivation to do your conditioning.
Takedown attempt here from Ramazanov.
Man, strong.
Wow, balanced by Shamil Musaev. Second effort here by Ramazanov, trying to find a way to get to the hips of Musaev.
Magomed Umalatov, the Prince, in his first PFL playoff. It's been visa issues and injury that have kept him out in the past. And look at Ramazanov with the lift. Musaev just happy to ride it out, jumping off the back foot.
Musaev definitely making him carry his weight, making him work very, very hard. And at some point, you gotta recognize you're spending a lot of energy to secure that takedown. You want to wear your arms out.
Clever takedown defense, this. Really clever takedown defense from Musaev.
We'll see Naaman Gracie against Magomed Umalatov later tonight.
Watch the short. Go grab the short.
Punches on the break from Shamil Musaev.
Very tentative here. You can see Musaev's expecting the level change. And it's
Nice
almost
sprawl,
like
big left hook and a right hand snuck through. Sorry, Dan.
no, you could. It's almost like Musaev is giving himself this first round to try and just stop a couple of takedowns of Ramazanov and discourage him a little bit.
Put that little doubt in his mind.
Because if you remember the last fight, Ramazanov was backed up against the fence, which is not where he's occupying the smart cage in this fight. He's trying to be on the front foot. Incredible takedown offense again from Shamil.
A lot of effort there by Ramazanov, but he definitely secures the takedown. He's got one anchor in here. But Musaev scrambling right back to his feet. Tripoding up now.
This formula that you see from Ramazanov is practiced, is made into a system at the Nurmagomedov school in Makhachkala, where he is a pupil. Shamil Musaev fighting the hands now.
Don't grab the fence.
Ramazanov clinging to his back.
Yeah, this is good from Ramazanov. Even if he's not having success with these takedowns, he is the one being the aggressor. He's the one initiating these attacks, which is forcing Musaev into a defensive position.
Short chopping left from Musaev, who has to sprawl again.
Incredible takedown offense here from Musaev.
and some dirty boxing. And look, Ramazanov is going to have to decide what kind of offense he can put forth in this first round to try and win these last 30 seconds, besides the takedown attempts. Big spinning kick just misses for Musaev. Ramazanov does a good job getting underneath it. And look at that from Shamil Musaev, battling back even after putting himself off balance with the wheel kick.
Beautiful scramble, finds his way back to his feet.
Little stumble from Ramazanov, might be more fatigued than anything. And Musaev swinging away to the bell. Musaev's first PFL regular season has been marked by 2 knockout victories so far. Those have both come in the second round. One over Logan Storley, one over tonight's opponent, Murad Ramazanov, as we get started here with a touch of the gloves. Big John McCarthy, how did you judge round 1?
Look, Ramazanov was all over him and trying to get that wrestling working. He just was unsuccessful. And you take a look at the knees and the shots that he took, trying to get those takedowns. I got to give the round to Musaev. He takes it 10-9.
Thank you, Big John. Another spinning kick attempted here by Musaev triggers the takedown attempt from Ramazanov, who heaves some big, deep breaths between rounds, Randy.
Yeah, Ramazanov spent a ton of energy trying to secure that takedown, and Musaev had an answer for everything he tried to do. Landed some great shots, scrambled really well even when he put himself in bad positions, trying the spinning kicks. Ramazanov is wise to the spinning kicks. Every time he tries a spinning kick now, he's getting attacked. Ramazanov's closing the distance there.
As soon as the round ended, we had Ramazanov with his hands on his knees, taking deep breaths. And as soon as Musaev got back to his corner, they were working on his forearms to try and get some blood out of those forearms, get some movement back into his hands, and keep his grip working.
Unbelievable wrestling defense here from Shamil Musaev, and the re-wrestle from Ramazanov once again negated.
Beautiful.
Nice.
And it is Musaev who muscles Ramazanov to the mat.
Beautiful body lock to a trip by Musaev. I think we might be seeing a little fatigue in Ramazanov at this point. Here's the scramble now, but he conceded that takedown for 15 seconds there.
Far more accepting of this position on the floor than we've seen Musaev in this fight as well. As soon as Musaev hit the floor, he was always scrambling straight back to his feet. For me, it looks like Ramazanov's spending the last of his gas trying to get back to his feet here.
Musaev not giving him any space, staying on the back. Offering short strikes every time he gets an opening. Winner of this bout moves on to the $1 million welterweight championship fight coming up in November.
Nice little rip uppercut from the backside by Musaev, and digging the knees into the quads and glutes of Ramazanov is Musaev as well.
Halfway point of this welterweight semifinal fight. 2.5 minutes gone in round 2. Musaev taking a look around the guard and offering a right hand uppercut. Francis Ngannou now in the building. He'll fight Reina Ferreira in our Battle of the Giants coming up October 19th. And look at that.
Nice arm over wizard by Ramazanov to try and get chest to chest, and Musaev with the inside trip puts him right back on his back. That's got to be disheartening right there.
And I like this change in direction from Musaev as well. Defend the wrestling, defend it, and then turn it on his opponent once the gas tank has started to sap.
This pressure, this pace, and the skill on display from Shamil Musaev. Exactly why you've seen this guy put together 18 pro victories, no defeats. There he is, the hardest hitting man on planet Earth, Francis Ngannou. Again, an off balance from Shamil Musaev. Ramazanov with no answer, even for the wrestling.
Musaev changes directions, uses a little knee pick, and puts Ramazanov right back down to the canvas. Ramazanov lands in quarter position, but right into control of Shamil Musaev.
45 seconds left in this second round. I don't think we're going to see a great deal more from Ramazanov.
Oh, face-up crucifix attempt here. Ramazanov trying to scramble out of it before he gets locked in.
Musaev lets him stand up and immediately offers a right uppercut and a left hook, and knee to the midsection to finish that combo. The flurry, little shoe shine from Musaev, and then he backs away to let Ramazanov come out into his world.
Little three-piece McNugget right there on the break.
Ramazanov with a desperation low single attempt here, but immediately collapses down onto his own legs. Final few seconds of round 2. We'll see a third frame next.
Let's go, fight!
Big John McCarthy, how'd you score round 2?
Just like you would, this is an easy round. You can look at Musaev. He dominated the round as far as positioning, the wrestling. He landed a ton of strikes. He wins the round 10-9.
Big John McCarthy with the insights. AI gave round 2 80-3 in favor of Musaev. Murad Ramazanov staring down the barrel of his second career defeat at the hands of the same man. If he can't muster some energy here. And Dan, we saw at the end of round 2, he collapsed in his own corner from exhaustion almost.
Yeah, it was almost like he just took that second round off after the exhaustion of the first. And that puts a lot of pressure on him to make something happen in this third round. I mean, Shamil's getting tired as well. He's hiding it much better than Ramazanov, but his forearms are blown up. You can see he's taking a few deep breaths as well, but he may well be 2 rounds up quite comfortably here.
The Prince, Magomed Umalatov, seeking his first PFL championship. We'll see him later against Naaman Gracie. Little shovel left hand and a right from Shamil Musaev.
Still definitely seeing the speed there from Musaev.
It's better pressure from Ramazanov trying to hold the center, but he needs to try and put something on the end of it. Wow, nice. I think Ramazanov knows that if he gets into a wrestling exchange, that might be the last of his gas tank. He might be biding his time for the right opportunity when Shamil overcommits to something which is potentially not going to happen. He's too much of a sharpshooter.
Silent Assassin, an apt nickname for Shamil Musaev, came in unheralded, and so far nobody in this PFL season has had an answer for his skills. Ramazanov stalking, and there's that takedown attempt. Nothing doing. Musaev shrugs it off, and now goes chest to chest.
Musaev does a nice job of getting his hands in between him and his opponent as Ramazanov tries to change levels and penetrate in on that double.
You can see Ramazanov really biting on those feints as well, how he completely shelled up, double guarded there. You can tell he feels vulnerable because of his fatigue, and he knows how dangerous Musaev is with his punching power.
Three-piece again from Shamil Musaev. Moves backward with the jab. Ramazanov still pressuring forward, but not able to throw. Scooping uppercut from the rear hand of Musaev.
And we've seen that land with great success in the past.
Offered a check hook there. He's just faster than Ramazanov. Right hand from Ramazanov. And now Musaev with a head outside single.
Nice flare. Head outside single to a flare. Musaev's trying to secure that bottom leg. Ramazanov comes right back up.
We're going to see some strikes on the break here from Musaev, who's digging another underhook, but I don't really think he wants to take... Oh, no, he's looking for a trip. Ah, there it is again. You just see his eye drift to that back foot. But that was a good recovery from Ramazanov.
A lot of grit being shown by Murad Ramazanov in this third round. He was gassed heading to the stool after round 2.
Hey, next time you hold it, I'm going to take 1 point from you.
Warning
Don't hold
from
the glove here.
the referee not to grab the gloves. Combination digging to the body. Musaev.
Whoa, that teeth just missed.
Just missed to the face.
There was a nice short left hook to the body there from Musaev that landed. I'd like to see him work to the body a bit more as well, especially with the gas tank of Ramazanov being pretty much empty right now. Look how he's biting on those feints, Sean. My goodness.
Musaev just looked to the monitor to find the time. That clapper will tell both fighters that there are only 10 seconds left in this welterweight semifinal. And Shamil Musaev will advance to his first championship bout in the Professional Fighters League, barring any surprises on an official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the decision, we'll go now to your 3 judges. Your first, David Braslow, scores the fight 29-28, while judges David Torelli and Brandon Mason both see it the same, 30-27. I'll have it for the winner by unanimous decision. Now advancing to the welterweight division's $1 million PFL championship, the silent assassin, Shamil Musaev.
Tail of the tape for your welterweight championship looks like this. Umalatov, 32 years of age. Shamil Musaev is 30. Umalatov is 3 inches taller. Both men weighed in shy of that welterweight limit.
You both understand the rules. Listen to my instructions. If I say stop, I expect you both to stop. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Step back to your corners.
2 undefeated killers squaring off for a $1 million welterweight championship. Shamil Musaev in the black trunks, Magomed Umalatov in the green.
Ready? Let's go.
Both of these guys very dynamic strikers. Wushu San the background, wrestling to go with it.
Lethal spinning back kicks from Musaev. I went back and watched some of his old Sander competitions as well, and he's just wrecking guys. And they've got body pads on as well, and he's still putting them on the floor. Wow. The thing that's nice as well about the spinning back kick of Musaev is it's not really a long-range weapon. If his opponent's moving in, he can throw it very short, almost like a donkey kick, where his heel's up and his toes are down.
Little feeling out process here.
There's a lot of respect between these guys. They know how dangerous the opponent is. Still confidence between them.
Stabbing front kick from Musaev. Who's expecting that low kick. You can see him ready to check the low kick from Umalatov.
Randy, this is an interesting moment for Umalatov because he's undefeated, but he's been kept out of this championship opportunity by visa issues, by injury in the past. And now all the obstacles have been removed. The only thing standing in front of him is Shamil Musaev. But a guy who comes in with this much confidence, knowing his ability, facing the biggest moment. How much pressure is Umalatov under right now?
Yeah, I mean, he's got to be feeling it a little bit. We haven't seen him this tentative in a single fight we've ever watched him in. So that's, you know, obviously some respect for Shamil, but also maybe a little tentativeness there. Like, hey, I got to be careful with
Action all night, right? We've had mad action all night. We're 2 minutes into the first round and people are brilliant.
You can win free gas for a year with the PFL and Upside. To enter, scan the code, get the Upside app, and enter code PFL7. That's promo code PFL7. Scan the QR code on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. There's a
nice left hook and the right hand. Wow.
So much speed and power in his hands. Landed a couple times, once with the left, once with the right.
Head position here for a moment. Exchanging some knees. Both of them have got like a shallow underhook. I think Umalatov's going to either try and get off the fence here or try and catch a leg and put this fight on the floor.
And they've got each other's wrists over those overhooks. And they're both kind of locked in. Nice little foot sweep by Shamil. Umalatov right back to his feet.
And here Mike Brown in the corner of Umalatov telling him to fight the hands, try and break the grip. Back to a square position now.
Umalatov also has his big brother in the corner. Not the same big brother that used to fight for the PFL, coincidentally enough. But it is a fighting family.
I'll say. He keeps fidgeting with the eye, doesn't he, Umalatov? He got caught with a lovely left hook a few minutes ago before he was up against the fence. And it seems to be bothering him. I don't think it's... It doesn't look swollen to me right now, but you can certainly feel that there's something going on there.
Yeah, a little swell, just a small amount of swelling on that upper cheekbone underneath the eye, but nothing that you would think that would affect it enough that he needs to be pawing at it that way. Of course, when the impact lands on the eyeball itself, that could be really problematic.
Yeah, so sometimes it can feel like you've been poked in the eye with the closed glove if it connects with your eyeball. If you don't get your eye closed quick enough. Umalatov now on the front foot. But this is really when Musaev does his best work, in my opinion, when he's on the back foot moving and countering.
Musaev hopped in for that left hook, caught him flush, backed Umalatov up and followed it with a right-left combination.
We saw Musaev in that first fight of the season. Oh, lightning fast with the hook again. We saw him against Logan Storley, throwing a combination, triggering a takedown attempt, and then running Logan Storley onto a nasty right hand. Front kick attempted there by Umalatov, but missed. Round 2 next. Welcome back to the PFL World Championships from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. In the smart cage now, Shamil Musaev, Magomed Umalatov for a welterweight championship fight. Round 2 of a possible 5. Winner takes home $1 million in a gold belt. Shamil Musaev in his first PFL season. Magomed Umalatov has been this way before, but never to a championship. It's always been things beyond his control that have taken the opportunity away. And I wonder if that's why he's been so tentative early, because he knows you're never guaranteed a chance to get back here. Counts this opportunity as incredibly precious.
Umalatov feels like he wants to get going this round. It looks like he's pressuring a bit more.
Yeah, it looks like he's on the hunt.
Good sprawl there by Musaev. And then on the retreat, careful to get his right hand clamped to his head. He knew that hook was coming.
Nice jab to the body.
GNC holiday deals are here. Shop now for buy one, get one, 50% off of everything. Scan the QR code on your screen.
That was a good calf kick from Umalatov, making the most of that long stance of Shamil Musaev. And again, 1-2 straight into a takedown. A little bit sharper that time.
Caught Musaev right at the end of the right hand, and now this tight body lock.
Nice twisting body lock by... Oh, Shamil's going to reverse him.
What a beautiful switch. All the way around and to the back.
Umalatov with a beautiful twisting body lock. Shamil uses the opportunity to hit that switch right as they hit the ground.
Yeah, now Musaev's got the body lock. I think he's like, well, I might as well use it. I might as well try and get a takedown, even if he's having success on the feet as well. But like I said before the fight, they might just cancel each other out in this range, right? I mean, they're both tremendously strong in this range. I wonder how much energy you would have to waste before you start to have some success.
Going to put the Dagestani handcuffs on the ankles here.
Leg irons.
Yeah, the leg irons.
Still to come, Dakota Ditcheva following the legacy of a champion. That champion happens to be her mother, Lisa Howard. If you've been an MMA fan long enough, you might have wondered what happens when Dagestani wrestling meets Dagestani wrestling. We're finding out.
But this is what I was talking about, you see. Shamil Musaev went to a tremendous amount of effort to score that takedown. And yeah, great on the scorecards, but nothing really came of it aside from that credit. And if I'm a power puncher, I don't want to be wasting energy on wrestling if I know I can knock them out with one punch. And he's been having success with that left hook.
Now Umalatov is fighting to stay in this range. Musaev tried to back out, and he followed him, stayed right in that clinch range, and chased him right to the fence.
I wonder if maybe Umalatov's a little surprised at the speed of his opponent. I mean, Musaev can really move off the mark very quickly. And that left hook doesn't come around the side. As we saw from the knockdown, it comes inside the guard. It's like a curving jab. Head position from Umalatov gave Musaev the opportunity to land the knee to the stomach. Last minute of the second round.
Now Musaev is clear.
Inside of 1 minute. Musaev once again retreating, trying to counter punch.
Nice little inside uppercut by Musaev.
Oh, we've got some blood on the face of Umalatov on the other side of his nose, I think.
That was that little uppercut. He gave a little rip on the inside, and it landed flush.
I like this forward pressure, though.
Another sharp calf kick. Already showing a bruise. A little bit of action here to close out round number 2. Back to the action we go at 170 pounds. Magomed Umalatov and Shamil Musaev. Both undefeated coming into tonight. One of these fighters will taste defeat for the very first time in very long and decorated careers. I think round 1 definitively belonged to Musaev. Round 2 a little bit closer. Randy, the judges have had a hard job tonight.
They sure have.
How do you think it's scored through 2?
I have it 2 rounds Musaev. I think Umalatov picked up the pace, did some good things, hit some good things in round 2, but I think he's got to continue to get active and really start putting some pressure on Shamil Musaev.
Yeah, I agree with Randy. It's almost like Umalatov's now started to try, but each time he tries, it's actually being turned on him. Tries for a takedown, gets hit with the switch. Tries to cover distance, gets hit with a shot. It's almost like the more Umalatov tries, the more he's going to play into the hands of Musaev, who would much rather counter-strike.
Look how fast,
so fast.
The speed of Shamil Musaev, which has been a huge difference maker for him in every fight this year, on display again here in Riyadh for the championship.
Well, he's giving ground. Umalatov's coming forward. When he plants his foot and changes direction, he comes that much quicker.
Elbows are legal here for the first time in PFL competition. That hook just a little bit too long. Landed the wrist instead of the fist. Shamil Musaev drops Magomed Umalatov and dispatches him. Shamil Musaev, champion in his first PFL season.
Wow. Big rip right to the chin with that left hand. And it hit the mark.
The left hook is tremendous. He covers distance so well with it as well.
For the presentation of the world title belt, we welcome back His Excellency Badr Al-Qadi, Vice Minister of Sport. While inside the smart cage, it comes to an end. 1 minute, 44 seconds into round number 3. He is the winner by TKO, still undefeated, and now the 2024 $1 million PFL welterweight world champion, the silent assassin, Shamil Musaev.
Shamil Musaev.
Click below to subscribe and watch more MMA content.